The Parsha of the week is Parshat Noach. Parshat Noach. Parshat Noach. The Parsha of the week is Parshat Noach. Parshat Noach. You are going to be writing the word Noach. And I'm putting it in red, and it's one of the shortest Parsha names. Only 2 letters, Nun, and what is that? A Hanukkah candle. A Hanukkah candle sound? Oh my gosh, we just learned that Hashem made this beautiful world. Amazing world. And he had Adam and Chava. And what happened with Adam and Chava?
They ate the fruit.
Yes, which made what happened come inside?
Haman.
Yetzer.
The snake. The snake.
Yetzer Hara. The Nachash brought Yetzer Hara. Now, there was some fighting happening. And Hashem was getting a little sad about that. In Parshas Noach, I know you really know the story of Parshas Noach. I'm going to teach you some other details, okay? After a while, and it was a few families later, Adam and Chava had many children, and they had children, and they had children, and they had children. Some of these people are just not doing the right thing. They started davening to wood, to the sun, to the moon, to the stars, to trees, to rocks.
What's that?
Hashem not to Hashem. Hashem got very angry. You're right. They should be davening to Hashem, who created the world. But they thought, the sun was in charge of the sun, and the moon was in charge of the moon, and the stars were in charge of the stars. They didn't get it right. But we know who created the whole world, and every single beautiful thing in it. Now Hashem could have punished them right away, but he didn't. He hoped that they would do teshuvah. And we know what teshuvah is. Saying we're sorry and changing and doing better. Right? What would be doing better? How could they make it better?
Davening to Hashem.
Davening to Hashem. Instead of davening to the sun, the moon, and stones and rocks. What?
How do you davening to that?
I don't know. They just say thank you to the sun for being the sun, but they're not saying thank you to Hashem and singing nice things about Hashem. Now, Hashem waited and waited, and they didn't get better. They didn't. It got worse. Not only were they davening to idols, and avodah zarah is what it's called in Hebrew, they were not nice to each other. They were really mean. They acted. Could you close the door?
Yeah.
They acted like wild animals. Really, really yucky. If they saw someone else had something good, they grabbed it from them. If they saw that someone had something, that they really wanted, they didn't even do it in secret. They just took it right away in front of them and just say, ha, I have your thing now. And the other person didn't care. They would just grab something back of theirs. They were just yucky, not nice.
Yeah.
And what happened? There was one person who lived during this time that was a tzaddik. What does a tzaddik mean?
That he does good stuff instead of bad stuff.
Very, very good.
And never the bad things. And never bad stuff.
There were only 2 people, Noach and his wife. His wife's name was Nama. Can you say that?
Nama.
Nama. Nama. Not Nava. Nama. Noach and Nama, they were a husband and wife, and they lived, and they were such good people. They had their 3 children. You know why Noach and his 3 children were so good?
Why?
Because they lived far away. He didn't want to live near those people that were not good. You should choose neighbors that do good things. Let's put your chair. That do good things, and then you both do good things. If you're choosing neighbors who are doing really yucky things, it's easy to see what they're doing and start doing it. So Noach made sure that his children weren't near all the people that were doing the opposite of good things. They lived in a house further away. He lived in a hidden spot. You know what he did? He had special svarim, special books. Sefer is a book. From Adam and Chava. These special holy books. Because the Torah, we did not have the Torah yet. Right? That was not given yet.
It was.
Not yet.
It was not.
Noach learned how to daven to Hashem. He learned how to have Ahavat Yisrael and how to train his children to be good.
I know how to say
Hashem. So while the rest of the world and all the people were getting worse and worse and worse, Noach was getting better and better and better. Finally, Hashem came to Noach. Like, remember how I told you about Yonah? Hashem came to Yonah and gave him a job.
Yeah.
It's Noach's turn. It's Noach's turn. Hashem came to Noach. Noach, I have been very patient with these people. I have waited for these wicked people to be better. But it's no use. Even when they sleep, they are thinking and dreaming of ways to be not nice to their friends. I can't do it. I am going to wipe them out, and their animals, and the birds, and the trees, and the grass, everything. But you, Noach, and your family will be saved. Could you imagine what Noach
And
was
the
thinking?
other nice people living in the house.
That was it. Only Noach, Nama, his wife, and his 3 children were saved. There were not any other nice people. Could you imagine? Could you imagine Hashem telling you we're wiping out the world? Would you be happy? Would you be scared?
Sad!
That's it. Sad, scared, what's going to happen? Oh my gosh.
The animals are gonna.
Hashem said to Noach, and this is a special word I want you to remember. This word in red, the words in red is what I'd like to see written if you can. Hashem said, I'm going to send Mabel. Let me hear. Mabel. I'm going to send a Mabel. Brayden, come over here, Sipa Shalom Bear. Fast. Yes. I am going to send a Mabel. A huge flood. We've had flooding before. When hurricanes come, there's floods. The rivers will go over. This is a real, yes. Yes, in Colorado there was a big flood. That's not like this. This Mabel destroys things, the water. It gets rid of everything. It will destroy anything under the sky, Hashem said, is going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
That is everything.
But will be
Now,
family? No, not the family.
now Noach is wondering, how am I going to be saved? Right? That's what he's curious about. Well, Hashem said, I'm going to be saved with my family, but how? If a flood is going to destroy the whole world, how am I going to be saved? Hashem said, don't worry about it. You are going to find a safe place. A safe place just for your family, safe from the water. Noach heard the answer when Hashem said, build for yourself a teva. What is a teva?
A boat.
A boat. Another word for it is an ark. Can you You heard that word before? An ark. Because ships are open. Move up forward. Move your chair. Okay. It will float on top of the water. In this special teva, Hashem gave him the measurements. It was huge, like bigger than school. Okay?
Know that.
Bigger.
What's measurements?
Measurements, good, thank you. Like he said, you know a ruler?
Yeah.
Like a ruler that you use in math to write a straight line. So it's like however many, like we have this is like 5 kids this way. That's a measurement, and 5 kids this way. That's how big this is. But we're going to get into it. Maybe we'll do a project on that after, and so you can understand it more. Now, we're going to have, Hashem said, 3 floors. 3 floors, let me see. 3 floors your teva is going to have. I'm going to do it in a darker color.
Black. Why are you using black?
Some people say the teva had 900 rooms. How many rooms do you have in your house? 5?
No.
6? 8? Sit down. 3 rooms. Most people have 3, 5 rooms. You don't have
5.
Yes. 900 rooms. That is huge. Now Hashem told Noah exactly how to build it. Are you ready to see? Thank you. Lucia, thank you. Here's the first row. Here's the first row. Thank you, Hinda. Rachel. It was built on a slant. Bottom floor, a middle floor, and the top floor. And Hashem said, a window needs to be on the top. I'm going to draw. A window needs to be on the top. And the reason it's like this, you know that when a roof of a house sometimes is like this. And so when the rain comes, it falls down. This roof actually of the school is like this. And many times there's puddles on top of the roof because it can't get off.
Yeah.
So most houses, you look at your house when you go home, and if you have a roof like this, you know that the roof can go off the slant. That is why Hashem wanted it to be like this. Many times you'll see a teva, back over here, a toy to play with. How could Noach be saved from the water if it's an open boat? It couldn't be. The teva really was like this, and it was completely closed. But this is for a toy to play with. But I want you guys to know how the teva really looked from the Torah. Okay. You know what we use? Bella, you know what we use on the streets to make it, you know, the black stuff on the streets?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's called? Tar. Tar. It's like black, it's mushy at first and then it dries and nothing can get through it. And that's what Hashem said to smear inside so that none of the water can get through the cracks. Could you move up a little bit? Tanya, move up a little bit. Everyone needs some space. So I'm going to make... talking about the teva right now. Here's the tar. So that nothing can get through the cracks.
How about the bottom? How about the bottom? Those have cracks.
You know, have you ever seen when you're driving construction workers?
Yes.
What do they have when they're building? What are they using?
Tools.
Power tools.
Also.
Huge tools. Huge.
Sometimes they use
Sometimes they use huge trucks. Huge trucks to dig the dirt. Did Noah have any of that?
No.
It was amazing. He built this by himself with his hands and his sons. And that is why it took 120 years to make this teva. It wasn't done fast. It took a very long time for a reason. Because people would walk by and they would hear this all day. Where is that coming from? I don't understand. Noach. Hayden, could you be Noach for a second? Can you stand up and be Noach? No? Yoav, you want to be Noach? Or come be Noach.
Because I have a story of that.
Okay, come here. So, this is Noach. I'm going to be one of the not nice people, okay? What are you building? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Building a table.
Why? What are you doing? What are you building a boat for? Are you going on a cruise? What are you doing? What's Hashem bringing?
Flood.
A flood. A flood? Your God is bringing a flood? I don't believe it. That's a joke. You're so funny. Oh, look at Noah. He's building a boat. It is so silly. Why are you building a boat? Why is a flood coming? Good. Hashem is mad at you for everything you do. Say that.
Hashem's mad at you and everything.
Who cares? Even if a flood comes, we're so strong and we're so tall, I'll just climb a big tree and I will be safe from the water. I don't care. Oh my gosh. Back then, they were giants. They were taller than some of our trees that we have. They were huge people. They were really big people. Okay, thank you, Noah. Way to go, Noah. Go sit down. Hashem was giving them a chance. Even now. Noah is building a teva because Hashem is going to wipe everyone out and they still won't do tshuva. They still won't. They don't believe him.
Let's stop.
Now, Hashem, Noah wasn't so happy either. He felt sad for doing it. He knew. He was just, why won't they listen? I'm building this teva. I'm working so hard. They hear me every single day. Why won't they do tshuva? I'm so sad. And he kept telling them, begging them, say you're sorry, do better, do tshuva. And they just kept laughing at him. They wouldn't listen. And finally, the teva was done. It was complete. Complete means finished. Taya, move a little forward. Now, Hashem commanded Noah, bring to the teva 2 animals, a male animal and a female animal. That's not kosher. Okay? 2 of the not kosher animals and 7 of the kosher animals. That is what Hashem said. And a lot of food. Enough for a year. You know when you go on a trip?
Yeah.
What does mommy pack? Or daddy? Food for enough for a lot, you know, so everyone can right, exactly. Enough for the trip so you have enough to eat, right? So that's the same thing with Noah. And in the month of Cheshvan, which it's Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan, today, he started having everyone come into the teva. We're going to pretend like this is the teva, even though it doesn't look how the table looks. And kosher or not kosher?
Not kosher.
So how many will come on? 2. Oh. Here comes the lions. Going on the teva. Kosher or not kosher?
Kosher.
So how many?
7.
7 of the giraffes. Oh gosh. It's getting really piley in here.
Maybe they should go on.
Kosher or not kosher?
Not kosher.
So how many? 2. Oh, I have. And
2
here.
koshers.
Even the mosquitoes came on. Great. Now we have mosquito bites. Kosher or not kosher?
Kosher.
How many?
7.
7 cows. That's a lot of cows. Oh, I got another giraffe. We need 7 of these too. Oh my goodness. It's all gonna fit. Kosher or not kosher?
Kosher. Not kosher.
Zebras are not
There's a
kosher.
mosquito in
So
the
just to,
basket.
no, it's a fly. I guess the fly wants to get on the table. Come on, fly. Let's go. Okay, so 2 zebras. Let's fit the zebra. I'm a hippopotamus. From my top to my bottomest. Kosher or not kosher?
No.
2 of these guys. They're huge. Did you ever see one in real life?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And we need food. Kosher or not kosher?
No.
So, thank goodness these are up. Now, did this guy have to get on the ark?
No.
All the fishes were fine in the water. They didn't have to get onto the table. And what about Noach and his kids and Nama and all the other kind of animals and the birds? Could you imagine? It's like a huge zoo in the teva.
There was 2 more floors.
Okay, ready? Yes, 2. No, 1 floor were all the animals. Now, on that day, it started to sprinkle, and nobody cared. Nobody cared. They were not getting scared.
Is that water?
Have a seat.
Is that water?
Nobody cared.
Is that
They
water?
still didn't care. You are going.
Funny.
Wait, and sit down over here.
I
I want to show you something special that we do in Parshas Noach. We are going to make a rainstorm, our own rainstorm. So you go like this. Follow what Morah does, okay? Do the best that you can. Wait, you start like this. Everyone follow Morah. One second. No. Oh, follow Morah. People said, let's just knock the teva over. Let's turn it over because it started. The water started rising. That means it got higher and higher and harder. They were trying to push it. When they tried to, this guy let out a very big. And they got so scared that they didn't go and they couldn't knock it over. Hashem was protecting Noach and his family. Because did Hashem say to Noach, I'm going to protect you?
Yeah.
And you're going to be fine? Yes. I'm going to tell you one more thing before we go. And then hopefully maybe we can continue this. Because this Parshas is very, very long. Okay, but I'm not going to finish the whole Parsha. I have to tell you. So the bottom floor was for all the garbage. I'm going to make garbage cans. This is all the animals. Yes. All the different animals. And this is Noach and his family. 1 second. Who is taking care of all of the animals on the teva? Do you know that a zoo has so many workers and everyone takes care of the animals? Only Noach and his sons and Nama were in charge of taking care of the animals. They were up. They had to feed the animals. Do you know some animals are only up at nighttime and they sleep during the day?
Yeah.
So they're feeding the animals,
Like
and that's called nocturnal. Way to go, Yoavi. Bears, raccoons, skunks. They had skunks on the table. Oh my goodness. So at the daytime, they're feeding all the daytime animals.
We have skunks and sheep.
All day long, the teva was loud. All day long, along the table was loud. There was mooing and hee-hawing, and the horses were making noise, they were neighing, and the elephants were making noise. The birds were making noise and clacking. Leah?
How about sheep?
Everything.
How about sheep?
Could you imagine Noah? They never got to rest. And let me ask you something. Did you ever drive by a farm?
I did.
Does it smell like anything?
No.
Like the chickens smell a little,
Yeah.
and the horses smell a little.
Yeah.
On this table, the smell was awful because it was all these kind of animals.
My farm does.
One, you know, there were snakes, there were scorpions. Sometimes Noah stepped on them. Sometimes Noah stepped on a snake or a scorpion. It never bit him. Hashem protected Noah. Sit down, please. That it shouldn't bite him. Shaya. One time though. Shaya. One time though, he was late to feed this guy. And what he did, he was late with his food. And what he did was, this guy kicked him. He gave him a kick right here. This is called your shin, right here. And it really hurts when it gets kicked, or if you get hurt there.
Yeah, because lions have soap.
So he got kicked. It was the one thing that ever happened to Noach on the teva. And after that, he always walked a little with like a limp because of it. He was late for a lion's food. So I'm going to stop there. It's still raining. They're still in a flood. Hopefully we'll have another circle time. We'll have another circle time where we can finish up the marble. And now we're going to have a quick snack. A quick snack.
We're gonna make loud noise.
Here you go. It's raining still. It's still raining. It's still flooding.